Hello, welcome to lesson 6 on the topic permutation combination. This would be our last lesson on the discussion of combination. So there are two more examples that I would like to quickly share with all of you, and then from lesson 7 onwards we'll go to permutation. Okay, so if you remember the last example where I said that in many questions of permutation, combination and probability, a better approach would be to solve the complement. That I will have to decide based on the question that has been given. Let me give you another example. Suppose a team of 3 is to be chosen out of 4 boys and 5 girls. Okay. Suppose a team of 3 is to be chosen out of 4 boys and 5 girls. Now the question is, how many ways can this be done such that the team has at least one girl? Team has at least one girl. So what is one way? One way is to say that one girl and 2 boys, or 2 girls and 1 boy, or all 3 girls. But is the complement going to be easier here? Absolutely. How? What is the total number of ways? The total number of ways will be 9C3. What is 9C3? 9 into 8 into 7 upon 1 into 2 into 3. So what do we have here? 9C3 is 84. This is the total number of ways. Now what will be the complement? The complement is the number of ways in which there is no girl. What do we mean that it does not have any girl? That means we are talking about all boys. So how many boys? All 3 boys. How many ways? 4C3. What is 4C3? 4. And therefore what is our required answer? The total number of ways minus the number of ways, or the number of ways for the complement. That means where there is no girl. So 84 minus 4. What is the answer to our question? The answer to our question would be 80 ways. Now in case you have a doubt that solving it the other way would have yielded a different result, let me very quickly do this for you. So 1 girl and 2 boys, or 2 girls and 1 boy, or all 3 girls. These are the 3 ways. Okay. So what will be the values? 1 girl 5C1, 2 boys 4C2, or 2 girls 5C2, 1 boy 4C1, all 3 girls 5C3. So what will be the values? 5C1 is 5. What is 4C2? It is 6 plus. Okay, let me get some space here. What is 5C2? 5C2 is 10. What is 4C1? 4. What is 5C3? 5C3 is same as 5C2. That is 10. Let us see. So 30 plus 40 plus 10. Am I getting to the same answer? Yes, you have to get to the same answer. But please appreciate, doing or solving the complement in this case is going to take lesser time. So as a student, I should not only be aware of the concept, I should also be aware of what is the better way of approaching a question, particularly in permutation combination and subsequently in probability. Okay. Now, so this is the second example that I wanted to share with all of you. I would like to share one more example. A very good question. Okay, a very good question. Let me share this question with you, and I am sure there will be a number of things that you will be able to appreciate. So we are talking about example 3. Listen to this carefully. N people are standing on a circle. Okay, each one forms a pair. Each one forms a pair with everyone else excluding his or her neighbors and sings a 2-minute song. Alright, what is the question? N people are standing on a circle. Each one forms a pair with everyone else excluding his or her neighbors and sings a 2-minute song. If the total time taken for all the songs is 28 minutes, find N. That is the question. Alright. Now, why is this question a very interesting one? This question is interesting because let me take you back to the beginning of our discussion on permutation combination. For many of us, a topic like permutation combination happens to be based on formulas. And for every question that we come across, we try to look at an available formula which can be directly applied. And what did I share with you? I told you that permutation combination is a beautiful concept but has to be done logically. What is the challenge? The challenge is I don't have a direct formula to be applied here. Okay. Is there a concept? Absolutely. And that is what we are trying to discuss here. Okay. Remember the logic that we had talked about when we were talking about why the number of handshakes happens to be NC2. We had spoken about a logic, right? The same thing will get applied here. Okay. All right. So for every song is 2 minutes and the total time taken is 28 minutes. We'll start our discussion from here. Please listen carefully. If every song takes 2 minutes and the total time taken is 28 minutes, that means we are saying that there are 14 pairs that are formed. Correct? I hope you have realized, or I hope you have understood this. Every song takes 2 minutes, the total time taken is 28 minutes, that means there must have been 14 distinct pairs. Okay? Right. Now imagine I am one of those N people. I am one of those N people. So, I will not form a pair with myself. I will not form a pair with my neighbors. And how many neighbors will each person have in a circle? 2 neighbors for sure. So that means I will not be a part of 3 teams. How many people am I going to form a pair with? The remaining N minus 3. Correct? I am not going to be a part of 3 teams with myself, with my 2 neighbors. So excluding 3 people, I am going to be a part of N minus 3 teams. What about the second person? The second person will also be a part of N minus 3 teams. What about the third one? The third one will also be a part of N minus 3 teams. Each one of us will be a part of N minus 3 teams. Therefore, in the first instance, it looks as if the number of teams should be N into N minus 3. And that is a mistake that people who get into the logic, they make this mistake. You have to be very careful. Why? Why is this not correct? This is not correct because if A forms a pair with B and B forms a pair with A, this has been counted twice, whereas it is a single pair. Same as in case of handshakes or number of teams or number of straight lines. So what I should do? I should divide this entire thing by 2. So how many pairs are formed? The number of pairs that are formed is N into N minus 3 by 2. Correct? And according to the question, according to the data in the question, how many pairs? The number of pairs are 14. And therefore, N into N minus 3 by 2 is 14. So N into N minus 3 is 28. Students, we also, along with all these things, along with the concept, its applications, different examples, we also need to be aware, intellectually aware. You know, you have to be little smart. What do I mean by why am I using that statement here now? I'm using that statement here now is don't get into the quadratic. Alright, many of us will have a tendency to do that. Please don't do that. You have to ask yourself, we are talking about the product of n into n minus 3 being 28, right? So you need to ask yourself, what is that value of n that will fit here? Obviously the value of n that is going to fit here will be 7. So how many people are standing on the circle? There are 7 people who are standing on the circle, and that is going to be our answer to this question. So this is a beautiful example to appreciate the fact that my learning, particularly in a logical topic like permutation combination, should not be based on looking for the formulas, right? One must know the formulas, one must know their applications, one must use it as and when you get an opportunity. But as a good student, I must be absolutely clear and aware of the logic behind those formulas, so that when I come to questions which will require me to use the logic instead of directly allowing me to use the formula, I should be able to do so, right? So I hope we all have in these 6 lessons being able to understand the concept of combination properly. In the subsequent lesson, we will start our discussion on permutation. Thank you.